Welcome to AnyHoop Pod with your boy JC.
4-5.
And we back and we talking playoff hoops. Listen, we back. I think everybody had a game too, right?
No.
Yeah,
Warriors.
Warriors.
Rockets.
Warriors, Rockets.
And then also
Boston,
Celtics.
right?
Yeah, Celtics Magic.
Mm-hmm. So we almost at the end of the game twos, but we're gonna talk about a lot of the game twos, the game ones and the game twos that happen right now. I think we're gonna start off with the East Coast. We're gonna start off with the Knicks and the Pistons because this one right here is getting a little spicy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. So I think y'all remember what you picked the Pistons or you picked the Knicks in 7?
I picked the Pistons in 7.
So we both picked the Pistons in 7. I think I might even pick 6, but I'm going 7. I think I went 7. So we both got the Pistons in 7, and this is what we was trying to tell y'all, bro. The Knicks defeated the Pistons in a close matchup in the first one, going on a 20-0 run at the end of the game, winning it in the Garden. But the Knicks got their lick back, bro. They won 100-94 at the Garden, tying the series 1-1, stealing one at away, you feel what I'm saying? Still a home court advantage. Cade Cunningham dropped 33, 11-21, very efficient, 12 rebounds. Then Schroeder came in with 20. He really was doing this thing after getting bounced from three different teams. He really found a home right there. We even had Tobias Harris out there hooping. Y'all know Tobias Harris, you feel me? A friendly friend of the 76ers, you feel what I'm saying? We just got rid of him, but he over here hooping, 15-13. And it's just a lot going on. But then the Knicks, you feel me? Shout out JB. He dropped 37, but they just couldn't get it done because the man Cat, he didn't show up. I'm not going to lie. Big Bodega, whatever they call him out there, Big Bodega. Poppy, listen, Pop. You gotta show up, bro. When we in Detroit, bro, I need you to put your Timbs on and go to work. Come on, B. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I'm not. 10 points ain't going to get it done, bro.
No.
And I was trying to tell y'all that the physicality of the Pistons really bothers Karl-Anthony Towns. It really bothers him. And I thought the play calling on the offense was a little weird because they had Karl-Anthony Towns playing like a small forward. He wasn't in the post or nothing like that. And we know he can post up. He's a good post.
I think I'm doing like handoffs.
Yeah, dribble handoffs and coming off the wing.
Little fake handoff, take it.
Pin downs from the corner. I'm like, what's going on, bro? Like, so for me, I feel like it's coaching. I feel like the coaching is not really thorough right now. I feel like Tibbs is not doing this thing on the offensive end. I feel like defense take care of itself because of the type of players that you have on the Knicks. They all got heart. They all got grit. You feel what I'm saying? They all hungry. Tough. Yeah, they all hungry. You feel what I'm saying? So they're going to play some defense, but I really do think that it's the offense that's really lacking. I feel like it's been lacking all year, for real. But Karl-Anthony Towns, he ain't show up. I told y'all, bro, It be these games, bro, when y'all really need him, bro. He don't show up, bro. How you feel about the Knicks and their run in the last game? You feel what I'm saying? You think it's over for the Knicks?
I do, actually. I'm still going to go with 7, even though this couldn't happen in 6. You could just tell at second game, once Pistons got their nerves taken care of, just that physicality on every end. Like the best plays for the Pistons on the defensive side. So they were just getting up on JB, getting up on Cat. And they was just able to hold that offense to less points. And that's, honestly, this is like the perfect team for the Knicks to basically face up against. I feel like they could have got away with it with teams that weren't as like tenacious on defense. But if you play basketball, you know like good offense is obviously fun, but great defense is contagious. And that's basically what's happening. Them switching with the bodies and everything. Then you got Jalen Duren down in the paint. But no, I think the Pistons take this. And I think going back to Detroit, this is the first game they've won in the playoffs since 2008. I feel like the energy is going to be crazy. I know the Garden gets crazy, but it's no better feeling than you haven't won the playoffs in years and your team comes back. So, and they're very confident. You got Cade Cunningham pointing at Carmelo Anthony.
Real rap. He's talking crazy. I do think that I feel like the Knicks can still win in Detroit because I don't think that Cat has another game like this. I think Cat gonna come out and probably drop 30.
I don't think the next game's like this, but I do think he has another game like this series. I do see it happening again. Maybe not 10 points, maybe 15, but I feel like this type of game does show in a different costume.
I ain't gonna lie. And then they just couldn't hit a three, bro. They shot 28% from three, about 29% from three, bro. 13 turnovers, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They only got 19 assists. I'm trying to tell you, bro. The offense was just looking real nasty, bro.
It was 10 in the first half, and then it was for like 3 minutes in the third quarter where the Pistons just didn't score. But then the whole third quarter, the Knicks didn't score at all, so they weren't even able to take advantage of that and go on the run like they did last game.
Exactly, because they was just cold by that point, bro.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges, bro, where you at? Where you at, son? Where you at, bro? Like, he looking rough out there, bro. He almost looking like Kyle Kuzma out there.
Ooh.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? You looking a little rough out there, man. I ain't gonna lie. All year I've been begging this man to shoot better. I just feel like he don't got a shot together.
Started early too.
Yeah, it started early. I just don't.
First game.
I don't know, bro. I just feel like his shot is a little off, and he just hasn't had a rhythm all year.
Excuse me.
And now we in the playoffs, and it's showing up in a bad way. You feel what I'm saying? OG could be a little bit better, even though OG doing his thing. But you feel what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, bro. We need a second guy, bro. If Cat not gonna be that guy, somebody else gonna have to step up, bro. Because the physicality of these Pistons is really getting at him. I mean, like Jalen Brunson had 13 points, I think, and what he had 13, 12. He had 12 points and 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. You feel what I'm saying? Like he really bothering him out there, bro. He really bothering him out there. So hopefully the Knicks can get it together. You feel me? But you know where they say where hope work at. Magic City on Thursdays. Let's move on to the West. Let's move on.
One second. Give campaign more minutes next game.
Yo, yeah, what's up with 3 minutes?
Yeah.
He had 20 points in the last game, like 22
Definitely
points.
the X factor.
X factor, and then seeing 3 minutes the next game. That's nasty work. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Tibbs is getting fired. If they lose this series, Tibbs is getting fired, bro. You feel? Coach has been getting fired for less. So I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? The Knicks didn't fire coaches for less. So, hey now, say now. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on to the Lakers, bro. Lakers, Timberwolves. This series right here is like back and forth, like a swing right here. This is like a swing as far as the way these teams are playing. So in the first game, the Lakers got blown out. Ant and them came in there. Ant didn't even have a good game. But the bench came in and the role players came in, shot crazy from three. What they shot, like 50% from three or something like that? They was going crazy from three.
Bench had 45.
Bench had 45.
Like
Nasri had 23 off the bench. Jeremy Daniels had 25, and he was shooting threes. You feel what I'm saying? They shot 42% from three, bro. They was really going crazy. 31 assists. Ball was moving, and they was really finding success with the drive and the kick. And I felt like the Lakers was overcommitting on defense a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Trying to make up for something. I don't know what they was trying to make up for.
Lost time.
Lost time. Because Luka was moving his feet out there. You feel what I'm saying? I know he get blown by, but hey, he was moving his feet out there. And
for a change.
I just feel like the defense was overcommitting. They was a little jumpy. Maybe it was nerves. Maybe it was a little bit of their nerves because you got some people that's playing in the playoffs for the first time. So maybe that was it. But they fixed it in game 2. It wasn't too much overcommitting and nothing like that. And they came back and they bounced back and they got a very commanding win, I would say. You feel what I'm saying? Luka had 31, 12, and 9. Bron had 21, 11, and 7. Reeves came in with 16 points. They was shooting from three. You feel what I'm saying? They was really doing. They was okay from three. I think both teams kind of sucked from three, actually.
Yeah, very bad.
They actually couldn't shoot. Both teams couldn't shoot. Randall had 27. Anthony Edwards had 25. It was a tough game, but the Lakers got off to a hot start. Luka got off to a hot start, and they really had the lead going forward. They played pretty solid defense. Rudy Gobert was getting cooked all on the perimeter, like always. It was just, I don't know, Rudy Gobert, liability, bro. He a liability, like.
Second most overrated player in the league, voted by the players.
That's nasty work. And I don't even know if it was too much his fault, because, he just can't play on that perimeter.
No, I don't think you can't really blame it on him because it's the reason why they got him, and they knew what they was getting when they got him. He's providing what he can get. And if Rudy has a game where he has 6 points, it's not really like a disappointment. He could do like other things on the court. And they just shot really bad. The Timberwolves just shot really bad. Do you think low scoring game
Timberwolves shoot as bad moving forward, or do you think they'll be somewhere in between the first game and the second game?
I think they'll be closer to the second game because 50% from three is insane.
Yeah.
But I do think they get better shooting wise.
And they playing at home, so.
But
what you thinking? Lakers take these games on the road.
I think Lakers take 2. I'm still going Lakers in 5.
Lakers take the 2 on the road.
I think Lakers did a good job because they didn't, like you just said, they both shot bad, like both below 20% from the 3. That seems to be the story of the playoffs. How good you shooting from 3 this year.
I mean, that was how it was. Like that's why Boston won.
Yeah.
It's probably how they won this year.
I ain't gonna say what I feel like saying right now. I'm gonna say that for a patron. But yeah, they was taking care of like they was getting physical, and I don't think on the Timberwolves side, nobody outside of Julius or Ant scored more than 10. If so, it was like one person, but no one scored more than like 15.
Yeah, the bench didn't come out how the came out in the first.
Yeah, and that's what the Lakers have been really good at, just like making sure like the other guys don't get off, even though like the stars are going to get off. And I do want to make an apology. I'm gonna do something a lot of commentators, a lot of podcasters won't do. So far, I was wrong about Julius Randle. He been pretty much doing his thing, been shooting all right. He was going at Bron, so salute. But the rest of y'all is looking real bad. I think that's kind of like the story of the team. There's not a third guy that can really get in there and score like the Lakers do. So that's what's been happening right now.
Yeah, I think they found success with, like you said, I think they found success with Julius Randle. I think this is a Julius Randle series. I feel like he can really expose the fact that it's nobody that can really match up with him. I mean, like, Bron can play defense, but that's a tough matchup for Bron to have Bron do that all night. Like, Bron 40. You feel what I'm saying? And you could tell in the game 2 how active he was getting in the first half and how tired he got in the first half. I don't know if you've seen he was, you mean, breathing all heavy. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a tough matchup. This not a Bron series. I feel like this not a Bron series. I feel like this is really a Luka series. And
every series is a Luka series, baby.
I feel like Luka get you 2, Bron get you 1, role players get you 1. I feel like this game right here, I wouldn't say this is the Luka game. You say this is the Luka game? I wouldn't say this is the Luka game. You think it's the Luka game?
Oh, it's about game 3?
Game 2. Who you think won the game 2? Why you think like Lakers won game 2?
Luka.
You think
that triple double? Yeah, well, I mean, it was one off of a triple double. Yeah, I'm definitely going Luka. I mean, it was other parts of it. Rory got a little bit better at defense towards the end of the game. But yeah, I'm giving this one to Luka, especially because a big thing is it's not a lot of series you could go back on where Brown's averaging 20 points and then you're 1-1 and it's looking good. I'm not saying like series is over, but it's looking good for y'all. And if usually a Brown teammate scores 37, he's not giving you 30 the next night. So to have someone consistently give him that 30, I don't think Brown necessarily has to have a game. He can just have a good fourth quarter or a good third quarter where he's just resting his legs because Luka is going off. And Luka, he's been taking advantage. I want the Lakers to win, but one thing about the Timberwolves, stop putting Ant involved in anything with Luka. He's a little bit too small. He be getting cooked on them screens, and then do your best. Just do your best to have Jaden McDaniels on there. If Rudy Gobert gets caught in the switch, it's over. It's not going to work. But like Ant on them Jones be bad. Like he's not tall enough.
It don't really matter because they gonna get Rudy on him anyway. Like. But
then
it was starting off on him, and then it didn't matter, bro. He would just get Rudy. Even Austin Reeves would get Rudy on. Like, bro,
what's gonna happen?
To be honest, I don't know why we doing switch off defense. On 2K, you can do it where the center don't switch. Everybody switch but the center.
I think he's just too slow. That's the reason. That's the problem. He's just too slow, so niggas just get him caught up. I don't think nobody.
I guess they're not really trying to switch. You're right. I don't think they really trying to switch.
Yeah, no one's ever really
coverage.
Because even when Luka hit that 3 against him last year, that game winner, you could see he wasn't trying to switch. He just got caught up in the screen. And one big thing is I don't know what's going on that floor, but I don't feel like their defensive communication is really good. Because I see a lot of them get caught up on screens the whole game. So I don't feel like it's nobody shouting. Maybe Rudy not shouting.
Because he too busy up top. He not up.
Say something.
Your defensive anger on the perimeter, so he not even in your back line, calling out what's going on, calling out screens, calling out this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
Is he really the anchor if he can't even get off and pick a roll for a second?
He is the anchor. They just, listen, that's just not his forte. Going up there and playing on that three-point line is not his forte.
That's the offense that the Lakers, they've been playing it for years, but they actually got the personnel to do it, that 5 out.
Yeah, 5 out.
Thing they doing. They got the best ISO player in the league right now. So
How about Ant dunking on Jackson Hayes?
That was crazy.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. I rewinded that like 3 times. I was behind in real time. I was behind because I kept rewinding that joint. That was crazy.
And you a funny bull, bro. You the big talking about some. I make $200 million, $300 million. You saying other things to that fan in game 1.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
It's always good when Ant's on TV.
Yeah, bro. Always good, bro. Always good. So game 3, you got Lakers.
Yeah, game 3, I got Lakers. Lakers in 5.
Game 3, I'm going Lakers because I got Lakers in 5. But I can see Minnesota pulling this one out because they at home. I feel like the role players gonna play better. You feel what I'm saying? And they at home. They play better at home.
Yeah. Lakers just need one to get the home court advantage back. By the way,
they just need one. They need a role player game. That's what I think. I think they need a role player game.
I think that's really the difference too, because Austin Reeves could be that role player game, even though he's not considered a role player, but as a third option, a lot of times that's a role player. He can give you 30. Yeah, super. A Derek White,
type player. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah.
Porzingis.
So they need one of those. They definitely need one of those.
It's 3 of those. They got 3 of those.
Let's talk about probably the best series in the playoffs, in my opinion. Probably your opinion as well.
For sure.
The Clippers versus the Nuggets. This one
for sure
is great. I'm not going to lie. If you're not watching this one, you're missing out. This is the best one of the playoffs, best one of round 1. Probably might be the best one that we get this year. But in game 1, the Clippers lost.
Yeah,
right? The Clippers lost. That was a Russell Westbrook game.
Almost a double OT. Shout out.
Almost double OT. But Russell Westbrook came in with the clutch 3 and the clutch stop at the end. Shout out Russell Westbrook. You feel what I'm saying? Because he got a lot of haters out there. Shout out to Russ. And if you see me on Fan Nation, I was like, I wonder how the assistant coach feels about Russ and if he's going to play him in those close moments and in those moments when the game was on the line. And he did, and it paid off. You feel what I'm saying? But game 2 was just as close, and the Clippers got their lick back, and they won, tying up the series 1-1. They won 105-102. Kawhi came in 39, 15-19, 12 points in the 4th. He really went crazy. Only committed 1 turnover. Really crazy. You feel what I'm saying? James Harden came in with his 18. Zubac had a double-double with 16 and 12. And even Norman Powell came in with 13 and a crucial floater at the end of the game. You feel what I'm saying? Jokic dropped his triple-double, 26, 12, and 10, but did not lead to a W. Jamal came in with his 23. Michael Porter Jr. came in a little bit better with 15 and 15. He was a little aggressive in the first quarter, in the first half. And Russell, Aaron came in with 14 each. Real close game, but I feel like the Clippers played really good defense, and I feel like it would have been a blowout if the Clippers could have played better offense in the first half. I felt like the offense stalled a little bit, and that's a game. That's a recipe for Kawhi to have a good game. When your offense is stalled out a little bit, it's different than like having James Harden. James Harden, at this point in time, he can't get to the bucket around multiple defenders all the time, like 100%, like he used to back in the day. But Kawhi don't need that because Kawhi can make mid-range shots really well and tough shots really well.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't stop him. The Nuggets just couldn't stop him. That was pretty much the story in game 2. Both teams was really well, but they just couldn't stop Kawhi in crucial moments. When Kawhi wanted to go get his bucket, bro, Kawhi got his bucket, bro. And you just really couldn't stop him, bro.
Kawhi's the most Jordan X offensive player we've seen since Kobe. So like a lot of those shots. You could throw KD in there, but him being 7 foot is a different kind of shots he's taking that no one else could take. But a lot of those shots when you that good at basketball and can like shoot over somebody, it's a matter of if you're gonna make it or not. So they can play the best defense they can. But this game he made it. So that's what it comes down to.
That's what it came down to.
I feel like that's what the series must around come down to, especially because the Nuggets don't necessarily have anybody for Kawhi Leonard. So
they don't. They don't have no.
It's the same thing versus as far as Jokic. It's a matter of if he's going to make those plays or not because the Clippers don't have nobody for him. But I think that's why it's going to go to 7 though. I think we get a. I don't think we get a 3-1. I think it's a lot of I get you here, kind of. I feel like this is going to be a chess match, especially with I'll say one great coach and a team with a great system. Because I can't really speak for the coach they have now, but they were greatly coached for the past few years. So
it's kind of weird. I feel like because of the no head, like the new coach or whatever. I feel like some of the plays are a little sloppy, and I feel like the communication is a little sloppy. I've seen Jokic look at the it was like 12 seconds left on the shot clock, and he turned around and throw up a wild shot and misses it. And they was like, it's like he looked at the bench like, why you telling me to shoot that shot? It was 12 seconds left when I could have did something better. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a lot of miscommunication going on over there, which leads to you losing close games. When I see you lose close games, sometimes it comes down to coaching. Like you seen with the Grizzlies in the play-in when they couldn't get that playoff at the end of the game, had the 5-second. That was done, right? Yeah, had the 5-second violation. Stuff like that. That's like coaching. You feel what I'm saying? That's like trying to do something that the coach said. You're not really clear on what the coach said. You're just not used to what the coach. Stuff like that's going on. I feel like stuff like that's going on with the Nuggets. So we'll see if that really bothers them and bites them in the ass on the way, going through the series, bro. Because I'm not gonna lie, this is a good one. Listen, this is a good one. And the Clippers did what they had to do, bro. They came and they stole home court advantage. All they gotta do is take care of the home court.
Shout out Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons out there. You feel me? Hooping. Everybody used to play for the Sixers or in the playoffs.
Eric Gordon and
the Sixers.
I'm surprised Russ ain't played for the Sixers.
You feel me, bro?
Actually, I'm very surprised Russ ain't played for the Sixers yet.
Going crazy.
Everybody we done picked up.
No, the Sixers get them at the very end of their career. That's what the Sixers love to do. Get you at the very end.
Yeah, the Sixers get you.
When you can't play basketball.
We the retirement home.
Yeah, we the retirement home.
Elton Brand.
Bro, Andrew Bynum, bro.
Yeah, right.
Paul George. Who knows? All right, so tonight we got a game 2 in Golden State versus Houston. And that game 1 was crazy. Steph Curry had 31, 6 and 3. Jimmy Butler came in with 25, 7 and 6. 5 steals as well. Moses Moody even came in with a crucial 3 at the end of the game. The Warriors just was like a defensive masterclass out there, which I knew was going to happen. But it's just funny because the Rockets are known for defense, but they came in and forced 17 turnovers and had the Rockets shooting 39% from the field, bro. So it was like, and they was only shooting 20% from the 3. And this is something that I knew was going to happen, and this is why I thought it was too early for us to take them serious as a number 2 seed, because they're young and they don't have a solidified number 1 option on offense, bro. Sometimes it's Sengun, sometimes it's Thompson, sometimes it's Jalen Green, bro, but they don't have that number 1. They do this thing where they score by committee. You feel what I'm saying? They get a little bit of points here, a little bit of points there, some points off the bench. You feel what I'm saying? Play really good defense, hold the other team down under 100, and we're going to win. But when it's in the playoffs and all teams are scoring about 100 points, you feel what I'm saying? It's not that 150, 120 no more. It's all teams are about like around 100 points.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Game slowing down.
You got to have that guy that you can pass the ball to and you know he's going to get a bucket. And they don't have that guy right now. You feel what I'm saying? It's still too early for those guys. You feel what I'm saying? And you going up against the Golden State Warriors, a dynasty. They still got Steph. They still got Dre. And then they added Jimmy over there who hungry. And you know what Jimmy do in the playoffs. Yeah. And listen, bro. I got Golden State coming down. I know it's not over, but listen.
I think
they stole one.
I don't know if I said Warriors in 6, but I think the Rockets could get 1 or 2.
They
dynasty.
Home.
We can't forget.
They going home. So
the same way that it's all those like accolades about LeBron. You know, you gotta say like it's the dynasty, the only dynasty of the 2010s. Because back in the 80s, it was like 3-4 dynasties. Everybody was getting 3 rings out that jump. But we only got only 1 dynasty since the 2010s. Not a lot of repeats in that era. Last repeat I can really remember outside the Warriors was maybe like Miami in the 2010s.
Yeah, Miami.
From 2010s to now.
Did the Spurs repeat?
No. Spurs never repeated actually.
Spurs didn't repeat.
But I guess if you want to say the Lakers, but that was 2009 and 2010. So it was only 1 year in the 2010s.
Yeah, that's true.
So all you really got is the Heat that have won 2 championships other than the Lakers. I'm not Lakers, other than the Warriors. But here's the dynasty. You got Steph over there, and then you added Jimmy Butler. So that's been really big for him. So you got that veteran leadership and another playmaker. You actually added another Draymond that could score a little bit better and probably a little bit quicker on his feet. Oh, yeah, quicker on his feet for sure. Not a little bit better, a lot better.
A lot better, man.
Sorry about that, Draymond.
And also, Jimmy can score in the mid-range, and he's not just taking the 3. So it's a little bit different dynamic than Klay Thompson. You feel what I'm saying? when the game slowed down, you could pass the ball to Jimmy, and he can operate in the half court offense really well. And that's what they've been missing for a long time. I'm not gonna lie. Since they got rid of Iguodala retired, Sean Livingston, and those guys. Those guys, didn't they have Barbosa?
Yeah, but I would say I'll say as far as that mid range with Clay, because Clay wasn't too bad at it before. It was just like when he came back, that was a big part of his mid range kind of like fell off a little bit.
He wasn't too bad at it, but he didn't really. He wants to take the three.
Yeah,
and it's
sure.
It's different with Jimmy. That's all. It's a different dynamic. It's not better, not worse. It's a different dynamic.
That's what they added when they grabbed KD.
Yeah,
and,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
A. Wiggins.
That's true. All right. A series that we gotta talk about, but it looks like it's over. Not gonna lie. The Bucks versus the Pacers.
Oh, I just want another one.
No, not that one. Not that one. That's gonna be last. We're doing that one last. That one's over. Yeah, that one's over. Stick a fork in it. That one's over.
Save your money for Cancun.
Yeah, you feel me? Because that's what's coming. The Bucks versus the Pacers, and this is kind of rough.
But not surprising. So Dame came back, but Dame only had 14. You feel what I'm saying? Kyle Kuzma came back. He wasn't missing. He wasn't hurt. He was just missing in game one. We couldn't find him. Tony Snow.
Don't know where he was at, but 0-0-0.
Like
you feel me?
Minutes.
We came back with his little 12. You feel what I'm saying? Brook Lopez is getting cooked out there on every. He's slow. He old. You feel what I'm saying? He's not putting up much points. You feel what I'm saying? He's not hitting the three as well as he used to hit the three in the past. So it's looking bad. He's not looking like Al Horford for for example. You feel what I'm saying? Taurean Prince does what Taurean Prince does in the playoffs, bro. 6 points. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Look, meanwhile, Bobby Portis give you 28 off the bench, and he can't get no starting bench.
Probably Christmas, man.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
They need somebody off the bench, though.
They need to get Doc off the bench. That's what they need to do. They need to get Doc and Darvin Ham off the bench. That's what they need to do. Get them off the bench. Because that's all I really feel like. I feel like the offense is terrible. The defense is not good. It's been rough. You feel me? For a while. You got Kyle Kuzma in there. He's having a rough go at it. He's not doing too well over there. And on the other side, you got a hot Pacers who's just going crazy.
It was just really weird. It was just one play where like Giannis was at the top of the key, Dame was on the wing, and then Giannis was doing a pick and roll with Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez was just slow in the joint. Like it worked, but it was kind of like why was Dame right next to Giannis in that situation? It was a lot going on.
Gonna pass away, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's weird, bro. It's just. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. I just don't think it's enough, and I think which is really big with Doc because I watched him with the Sixers. You don't get the young boys a chance. Kevin Porter Jr. They allowed him to create his own shot. He started hooping towards the end. He had that like last minute three as well that he hit. Kevin Porter Jr. I feel like they would have involved him a little bit earlier. But that's one big thing about Doc. He don't get those young boys started. He like his guys. You know, Darvin Ham loved Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince gonna get those minutes.
I mean, he played 15 minutes. That's solid.
You gonna get what you get with Doc. You gonna get what you did. Yeah, and Kyle wasn't going too crazy. We had like 12 points.
Yeah, 12 points. That's it. -7 on the court.
I feel like I'm not mad at him. He ain't played meaningful basketball in a long time. That's what I'm saying. Like
that's true. That's true. They just threw him in there, and without Dame, he automatically had to become a second option. But 0 points, and you're a professional player. Come on, bro. In the playoffs, it's unacceptable.
I got a friend that's a Bucks fan, and I was basically saying like I thought y'all was gonna at least go for Jimmy. So to go for Kyle Kuzma, which wouldn't have been bad.
Jimmy didn't want to go over there.
Fresh off of when he was on the Lakers, but like been on the Warriors. The Wizards. We losing. Let's go get your shots up. Go average your 19-20. No problem. No.
That was nasty, bro. Siakam cooking y'all. Naismith cooking y'all.
I'm gonna take Nembhard is
cooking
y'all.
y'all.
Him to shoot the three. That's another problem. It's a lot like daring him to shoot the three.
TJ just come in and cross over the whole team. He might not even get a bucket.
I know he's 5'6", but he's getting free cuts to the lane. I'm just like, and TJ McConnell. Like I know he's small, but like in basketball, he go like 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now let's go look for the fifth nigga. But then here comes TJ McConnell cutting on a half court jump. Nobody on it.
It's killing me because like the offense, all you got to do is have a pick and roll offense, 5-out pick and roll with Dame and Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's wrong? Giannis don't know how to set a screen. And it kills me every time, bro. I've been talking about this for a long time, bro. Maybe for 2 years now.
Yeah,
set the screen. Set the screen, bro. Sit there, set the screen, feel a little bit of bro. He don't even wait for contact.
Dame gonna take the player to you.
He's slipping the screen pretty much. You pretty much just slipping it. Every time.
It's nice in a couple jumps, but if they felt your body a couple times, you can start slipping it.
Bro, come on, bro. Come on. Bro, bro.
You just be go.
You're a brick wall. You know the brick wall, the brick wall attribute on 2K? Bro, your joint might be Hall of Fame, bro. Go at least go. Bro, come on. Boom. Hit him with a nice shoulder, bro, and then roll, bro, because then it's actually going to create space for Dame. He don't need that much space, bro. No. He don't need that much space. But I feel like that's not working because of that. You feel what I'm saying? And Dame not looking to pass, bro. Dame looking to score. And I feel like because Dame looking to score, Giannis feel like, oh, if I actually leak out and roll, you know he fast. If I leak out and roll, he going to pass me the ball. He don't care about that, bro. Set the screen, bro. And then if you actually set the screen, you're probably way more open, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
This is also a perfect time to shout out my man Tyrese Halliburton.
The
last time I talked about it, playoffs ain't start yet, right?
Yeah, no.
Playoffs wasn't started. I was like, I'm saying he don't deserve the money. Series not over, but he's 2-0. Just gave you 21-10. Y'all say Steph Curry not a real point guard, but y'all hate the real point guards. That's the realest point guard to which y'all remember in the 2000s is going to get.
No, for real.
And he's not the best shooter,
not at all.
Not the best driver, but
3 for 10.
Yeah,
at 3-point line.
But
hey, he's still here.
You gonna get them boys the ball, and he gonna swing it around. And he has the ability that a lot of people don't got, but he could jump in the air and then make the decision in the air, which is shouldn't do that, kids. Don't actually do that. Once you jump in the air, know if you're gonna shoot or pass the ball.
I don't know. He'd be a little saucy with it. If you know how to do it, hey.
And with all of that, he's still like his assist turnover ratio is actually insane. Like some of the best ever with the sample size that we got for him.
But he right. Know the rules so you can break the rules. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be solid with the rules.
So you can look over everybody when you
do it. Yeah, don't be doing it if you can't see over it. Yeah, right. You can't see over nobody. All right. Like you said, there is one series that's pretty much over, and I feel like the other series over too. But this game 2 is coming out. Yeah, it's tonight.
There ain't much to talk about in that, John.
Yeah, so we can go.
Didn't even have to go crazy that game.
We can go with the game that happened last night. Grizzlies Thunder. It's over. You don't have to watch that no more. The Thunder are showing y'all why they are the number 1 seed, and they showing them why they're the 8th seed. You feel what I'm saying? And barely got in the playoffs in the first place. You feel me? Defense, crazy. Oscar Russo, locking down. You see what he doing to Jaren Jackson Jr.?
Yeah.
Treating him like a little boy.
Grip.
Move. I'm getting this boy.
We said this about the Nuggets. Big thing, they don't got a coach. And they just falling in love with that 3.
Nah, they making them shoot.
And no, it was early in the game. They was getting to the lane, and then Scottie Pippen, he missed one layup. Then he seen Chet, and he passed it out. There's a lot of passing out and threes for them.
That's hard, bro. Landing the trees.
You better go shoot them jumps because they started 0 for 5.
Landing the trees. They gonna stay over. They can't shoot 3. They not a 3-point shoot.
In that lane because you're not hitting them 3s, man. I don't care. Jump right, hit them floaters. It's not happening.
They gonna live with his floaters. They gonna live with his floaters as long as he not dunking. Yeah, as long as he not dunking, they cool, bro. They not letting him drive.
I think Desmond Bain, you had a little bit of space. You shot it like 3-4 feet away from the 3-point line. You're not that guy. You're not that crazy from 3.
If anything, though, he the best 3-point shooter they got, right?
He is.
I think so, right? Oh, you mean Adama? You got Adama. Adama can hit 3s. Yeah, you said Kennard. Yeah, he could 3s, but I mean, listen, bro, it's nothing they can do, bro. It's nothing they can do. Whoever was gonna be here is gonna get smoked.
And job, bro. You know, I've been rocking with you. I would say he's over D Rose. I had crazy comments, and I'm still saying that. You have to work on that shot, bro. You're not always going to have that jumping ability. And even when you do got that jumping ability, that's what makes it that much crazier. Look at all the guys that came before you. Vince Carter, he got shot a little bit later. What if he had that shot when he had the dunk? It would have been crazy. A little pump fake. Oh, he jumping.
For real, though.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying when you go back, work on that 3-point shot, you fall in love with that floater and that driving a little bit too much. And I think that's also, I mean, I'm not your doctor, but that's also what goes on with help with a lot of those players.
He also dealing with that rolled ankle. I know that's usually like sure. Out for 3 weeks type situation. So.
And that was from jumping, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it was. Jumping and landing. That's all he did. Jumping and landing.
AD situation, he tried to jump over AD, hurt his hand. A lot of these injuries are from jumping. And
He didn't land on nobody's ankle or nothing. He just came down.
And think everything that he not even. It's not a crazy injury that's happening, but those are injuries that's plagued him for like 2 playoffs, and for when he came back from his suspension. Is what that one was a shorter, so that didn't. I ain't gonna count that one as being a high flyer. But the other 2, man, just chill it out. Work on that shot, boy. Come on.
All right, you got Boston versus Orlando. This one, get the brooms out. This one, it's about to be a sweep.
JTJB ain't even.
They didn't even go crazy. Jalen Brown.
Car in the garage yet.
Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum had like 16 each. Who had JT had 17. Jalen Brown had. And it's one of those things where the defense focuses on JT and JB, and they're good enough to pass the ball and keep the offense moving. And the team is that good where they don't need their stars to go crazy, bro. 16-17 is fine. Don't worry, because we got Derek White. He going to give you 30. You feel me? You got Peyton Pritchard that can give you a bunch of points. You feel what I'm saying? And listen, bro.
Yeah, statistically, this is the best 3-point shooting team of all time. As far as like they got the most threes.
They remind me of the Warriors a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
They're a lot like the Warriors. They're different, but they're a lot like the Warriors, bro.
100%. The 3-point shooters aren't the best 3-point shooters aren't the best 2 players on the team.
Right.
They're good enough 3-point shooters.
Where they command a lot of respect. You feel me? They definitely command a lot of respect.
We've been saying it for years too. Like even what was it like? Fresh out of high school when the Celtics started making some noise.
Yeah.
But like another big man that could shoot the 3, and it was kind of over. Porzingis, they don't got so good. Porzingis don't even got to play no.
Bro, he only got to give you one game or like one quarter. Like he give you one quarter, and you like he was like Brian can give you one quarter, bro, and you win the game. You feel me? Comfortably. Same thing with Porzingis. He come in, bro. He go 3 for 6 from the 3-point line and get to the foul line twice, bro. That's it. That's all they need.
In fact, they just standing out there.
It's just open a lot of stuff, bro. And that's what I'm saying. If he hit 2 of them Jones out there, 3 of them Jones out there, then he command a lot of respect. And then he start driving and he gets to the line twice. That's a good quarter right there.
I want to shout out Porzingis, your GOAT, man. You know what I mean? People don't remember.
Back in the day, bro. Just pre-pod, bro.
Knicks Porzingis, he was telling me, he said, man, Porzingis really a GOAT over there. And he was a unicorn. I'm like, haha. Then I go watch a game. I'm like, dang, why you not passing to Porzingis? They had Melo and D Rose out there. Porzingis should have been number 1 option. Then we went to the Mavs. We said it's over for y'all, but he was coming off that injury.
And his confidence from New York, bro. Y'all ain't doing him right, bro. Y'all ain't treating him right. Y'all ain't treating him right.
He said, Tingus Pingus.
This is what he needed, bro. This is what he needed, especially after the injury, because the injury was.
You see on the Celtics, he get himself the way to the Hall of Fame.
Listen, bro. You feel me? He not gonna be better than Dirk, but.
Nah.
We had hopes, sir. We had hopes. Heat Cavaliers. The first one was a blowout. I'm not gonna lie. They got him by 21 points. Any hopes for Miami? Yeah. He said no.
Shout out Miami for even getting to the playoffs.
Yeah, I'd rather see
dropping
Trey.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. For just like basketball wise.
Yeah, basketball.
I mean, just like ratings.
Because I already knew whoever was going to be here was going to get blown out like this. I just rather see Trey because I feel like Trey's going to make it more exciting and he got a better chance of coming back. Bro. He just do.
And if anybody was going to win, it was going to be Trae Young.
It's going to be Trae Young.
But even though nobody who would have grabbed the 8th probably would have won it. But yeah, definitely. Cavs and Foe. Bring out the Bruins, bro. It's a sweep. It's a sweep. And that's it, right? That's everybody. So we talked about everybody. So tonight, look out for the Magic and the Celtics, the Heat and the Cavs. But the real game you need to be watching is the Rockets and the Warriors because that's going to be a tight one. You feel what I'm saying? This is going to be the second game, and this is a must-win for the Rockets. I'm not going to lie. This is a must-win for the Rockets. And somebody's going to have to step up and score. I think it's going to be a Sengun night. I feel like it's going to be a Sengun night. I feel like he's going to shake Draymond off and try to get some buckets. You winning this one? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But as far as who's going to step up and be the offensive scorer on the Rockets, Sengun, I feel like he's going to have a good night. I don't know if they win, but I feel like he's going to have a good night.
I also think one thing to pay attention to for his playoffs is who's going to be coming up next to like take care of the NBA because we getting maybe our last chance of seeing LeBron and Steph go for their 5th ring. We don't know that yet. KD is getting older. A lot of these guys you've seen in the playoffs are going to be the ones taking over the league because definitely in 5 years we're not going to see most of these guys we remember.
Because I'm not going to lie, Brown looking old in the playoffs. James Harden looking old in the playoffs. Kawhi looking old in the playoffs. I could look old. Like, I know Kawhi gave us that vintage performance. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from none of these players. You feel what I'm saying? But
James Harden.
If you remember them when they was in their prime and you watching them now, you just like, dang, y'all looking a little slower.
These teams way different teams if you got them in their prime.
Exactly. Oh, for sure. But looking at them now, you feel what I'm saying? I'm just looking. I'm like, Like it was a couple plays where Bron laid the ball up, and I was just like, he used to dunk them Jones, or it's a couple cuts where I was like, oh, Bron would have cut harder back in the day.
Or even when he got the pass, he had Mike Conley on him. He just used the height. He ain't even used his strength or nothing like that.
Nothing like that. He just you feel me?
And then when Austin Reeves tried to throw that oop to him, he got it back down. He wasn't able to be tough enough to get the shot up in there. You definitely see it.
So this is the end. This is the end. It's like Cars 3. I don't know if y'all ever seen Cars 3. It's like Cars 3.
The guys that were supposed to take over, they're starting to get old now. So shout out to the longevity of those guys.
Yeah.
That came in the 2010s, 2000s because like Giannis is 30. Past 30, maybe 30. Same thing with Jokic. And B, we didn't get the conference finals off him yet. He's past 30. It's a lot of these guys that's like not going to retire too
Karl Anthony Towns.
It's Karl Anthony Towns. Drafted like 2014. Devin Booker's been in the league 10 years. So a lot of these guys is going to be on the other end of the road when these older guys retire.
Shout out to them. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. You feel what I'm saying? Let us know in the comments who y'all got in each series, how many games y'all got them in. Did y'all put it in a bracket for the NBA, John? Y'all gonna win $1 million? Maybe you can win $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about it. I ain't get it.
I didn't even see that. No one told me nothing.
I ain't get it in before they locked it.
I would have put it in. No, I ain't gonna lie.
I would have tried. I would have put my joint. It was free.
Oh, free joint?
Yeah, it was a free joint. Okay. You could have just put a free bracket joint in. But I don't know. You feel me? I don't know why. I don't touch my hand like that. Some of these games are a little closer than I thought they was going to be. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie.
It's a lot.
I thought the Lakers be up 2-0 right now. You feel what I'm saying? They not up 2-0 right now. So
the guy lose one to be Lakers in 5.
The guy lose one to be Lakers in 5. You're right. The guy lose one to be Lakers in 5. I just didn't think it was going to be at home. You know what I'm saying? So they got win one on the road. But listen, tap in playoff basketball. This is the best time of the year. Thank you for kicking it with us, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace. We're deodorant.
Yeah, show them how we do it. You already know that money talk real fluent. We don't gotta prove it, got these niggas looking clueless. I got JC on the beat and I got him going stupid. I say, ooh, yeah, show them how we do it. You already know that money talk real fluent. We don't gotta prove it, got these niggas looking clueless. I got JC on the beat and I got him going stupid. I said, ooh, damn, it's the flow for me. Man, I'm burning up the booth, it's like 100 degrees. Man, I'm like 100.